Sharks fans, welcome to the Chomp presented by Smartwater, a monthly compilation of San Jose Sharks content we know you're gonna love. Coming up on the show, we celebrate our colleague and friend, longtime Sharks play-by-play announcer and now Hall of Famer, Danrusinowski. And what do Sharks eat on their off days? Pizza, obviously. But first, Danrusinowski is one of the best in the biz, and this year he was given the ultimate honor, a spot in the Hockey Hall of Fame. I talked to Dan about his journey to here and what it all means to him. Dan, you have had many titles during your lifetime, I'm sure, but pretty soon you will be wearing the mantle of a Hockey Hall of Famer. How does that fit?
It feels like I'm in another universe. I've transported up to the Enterprise and gone to some alien planet. It's just incredible to believe that the greatest honor that a broadcaster could receive is coming my way, and not just me, but also to the San Jose Sharks organization. And I'm incredibly proud of it, but I'm also very, very grateful.
Who captured your attention when you were listening to games? Was there somebody you modeled yourself after?
Well, I don't know if I modeled myself after somebody, because I was advised very early on that you have to develop your own style. But I think, like as all of us do, we copy some of the things that we hear. I still to this day listen to all of the broadcasters in the league that do games, and I say, oh, that's interesting the way that they describe that, and I make a note of it. And you're always learning about how to develop your craft. But back in those days, for me, it was listening to a variety of people. And you know, it's kind of funny. It's the romance that we're talking about of twisting and turning the radio dial for the crackle of distant radio stations and getting the out-of-town scores and keeping up with the games. I grew up around New York, so I listened a lot to Marv Albert doing New York Rangers games. Right. But at the same time, while I was twisting the dial, all of a sudden I turned the dial a couple of notches over and I realized that at night I could pick up WJR in Detroit and listen to Bruce Martin or Bud Lynch, who is a great broadcaster. His nickname was Burt Lunch. That's what Pete Stemkowski called him. Over the years, I was able to listen to a lot of different broadcasters and be able to develop it. But I'd say probably in the beginning, listening to the station in New York was the easiest way to pick up an NHL game.
And is it true that you did your first professional job the day after you got your MBA?
I got the job.
Or you got the job.
Day after. That's right.
I mean, talk about
luck.
Like just having it written for you.
Well, when I graduated and got my undergraduate degree, it was like, what do I do now? And so the key thing is you have to stay on the air in some way if you can.
Sure.
But I also knew that it was probably not a good idea to stay in a small town of 5,000 people. You know, you weren't going to get anywhere. Well, as it turned out, I get my MBA on a Sunday. I get offered the job. In that particular summer, there were 5 jobs open. I was really in the line for 2 of them. And as it turned out, the first offer that I got that Monday was from the New Haven Nighthawks, which is my hometown area, 10 miles.
Wow.
So when you think about it, when you're starting off in pro sports, on the financial side, it's a challenge. And so that was actually helpful because I was able to, as it turned out, I ended up renting a place, a room for my sister. We shared her house. We lived together for 5 years, and it worked out really well. So financially, it was much better. And also, I learned about the fact that my business background and what I was learning in graduate school actually was very helpful in working in the American Hockey League.
Oh, so that's really interesting.
I look at the AHL teams now and I think you guys have no idea. Like, I sound really old, but I say we had 8 people in the office, so
right.
I had to sell season tickets, I had to sell advertising, group sales, and do the promotions on the ice between periods, and broadcast the games too. So that was quite a challenge, and stayed busy. Lost quite a bit of weight that first year, and ended up having a great experience for 5 years in a very traditional hockey town.
I know that surrounding your Hall of Fame induction, you're going to be asked about your favorite calls over and over and over again. Do you have any, or do they change from time to time?
They change. I always like to tell people that my favorite call hasn't happened yet.
Yes.
And that's going to be the big one and Artur Zerbe gave me this line. He said, every day when you wake up and you think about the travails of being in professional hockey and the ups and the downs, he said, just know that every day that you wake up is one day closer to the Sharks winning the Stanley Cup for the first time. And you have to look at it that way. Jamie Baker scoring against Detroit in Game 7. I mean, that's a great moment for Sharks fans. The very next year, Ray Whitney scored in double overtime against Calgary to advance to the second round. That's one that's often forgotten now. I have a real favorite in 2010 when Joe Thornton flipped the puck to Patrick Marleau. It's one of my favorite calls. He scored in overtime against the Red Wings to give the Sharks a real stranglehold on that series. Jonas Donskoy in the Stanley Cup final in overtime.
Do you have faith? That call that hasn't happened yet, you have faith it's going to happen?
I do. It's going to happen at some point. We just don't know when. We do know what's going to happen, though. And you have your dark times, but every team goes through that. And I really believe that when it happens, it's going to be a special moment, not only for all of us that have been here, for all the fans who supported the team, but really for the city of San Jose.
Not that you are anywhere near done, and don't worry, we are not putting you out to pasture, but this is a milestone moment for you. How would you like to be remembered in this game?
Somebody who loved the game, who called the game honestly, who was able to paint a picture that made the audience excited, and who was their friend. We want to be the friend of everybody who supports the team, and even people who don't. I hear from people that listen to our games everywhere in the world because of the technology now, which is a great thing. I hear them say, I listen to the game and I'm a Flyers fan or I'm a Rangers fan, but I listen to the game and I appreciate it. That means the world to me.
When we return, we tag along to Toronto as Dan takes his place in the Hockey Hall of Fame.
Now, dance. This ain't nothing but a little movement therapy. Can they see me on this floor? I tell them barely. I step left, but his hip go right. When you get it, I get it, nigga hit no times like that.
Elevate how you hydrate and keep it smart with Smart Water Alkaline.
On November 13th, Sharks play-by-play announcer Danrusinowski received hockey's greatest honor, induction into the Hockey Hall of Fame. Lucky for us, he let us and our cameras tag along.
Hello, everybody. This is a really special weekend for me and for my family, and we're looking forward to a great luncheon and then a great induction for Mike Vernon and a whole bunch of other great hockey players at the Hockey Hall of Fame. And we have a little bit of time off here in Toronto, so I've got the group here at the Hockey Hall of Fame to take a look around and see what all of the great people in this game are all about. Oh, look at this. This is really an amazing thing to see at the Hall of Fame. I'm pretty sure that Patrick Marleau is going to be inducted one day. But that's the stick that he used the night that he broke Gordie Howe's record. All-time regular season games played. That was in Las Vegas on the road. And Patrick really had an amazing accomplishment. Of course, people don't remember often that Gordie Howe's family had the stick from when he played his last game in the Hall of Fame. They took it out and gave it to Patrick. And Patrick, since has had his stick put in the Hall of Fame, so that's really, really special. Wow, look at those pads, worn by Brendan Shanahan through most of his career. Did you find it? Oh, wow. Well, that is pretty amazing. They spelled my name right, which is always important. That is really amazing, really special to see that. And it's an honor to receive this award, it really is. This is the Calder Trophy, which is given to the Rookie of the Year in the NHL. And of course, Yevgeny Nabokov gave a wonderful speech at the NHL Awards when he received that. Another special trophy that is in honor of Frank Calder, one of the early leaders of the NHL. And Nabby won that trophy as the Rookie of the Year. This is the Norris Trophy, which is given to the best defenseman in the game. And of course, the Sharks have two players that are on this trophy. Brent Burns, of course, was the first one to win it after his fantastic season. And after scoring 101 points in 2022-23, Erik Karlsson got his third Norris Trophy. And that's certainly a season to remember in the NHL. See Jonathan Chichu's name on there? No. See, it's the top one. That was the same year that Joe Thornton won the MVP. Most goals. I'm really happy they named this award after the Rocket. He was one of the most electrifying players ever. Well, this is really special to see the Hart Trophy sitting here. And of course, everybody knows that in 2005-06, Joe Thornton became a member of the Sharks, traded from Boston, scored 125 points, and ended up getting the Hart Trophy as the MVP. That was a magical year with Jonathan Chichu scoring 56 goals. And we'll always remember that year because it changed the course of the franchise, made it really, really special. I actually had this for a day. This is the Clarence Campbell Bowl, which is given to the champion of the Western Conference after the playoffs, round 3. And the San Jose Sharks are on there in 2016. They won that. They didn't win the big trophy, but this trophy is really, really beautiful. Named for Clarence Campbell, who was a longtime president of the NHL before there was such a thing as a commissioner. And it's really something to have this. It's as beautiful as any trophy in the NHL, and we had a chance to enjoy it. This is the regular season champion in the NHL. This is the trophy the Sharks won in 2008-09. That was an amazing year, and the Sharks' name is right on there.
Thank you.
It's funny I should look at that too.
Huh?
Because that's the Penguins Cup when we lost to them in the final.
Oh, that was...
Yep. Well, that's okay.
But you want to know what it showed you how much you needed them.
The Stanley Cup was presented on Northern California ice, and some people said it would never happen. So we're happy that that's here. And one day we'll have our name on there.
Yes.
Our team's name.
And you too.
Well, we've had a lot of fun here at the Hockey Hall of Fame, checking out all of the amazing trophies, the vault, and all of the great names on all of the plaques that are here from the enshrined players and builders, and of course the winners of the Elmer Ferguson and the Foster Hewitt Memorial Awards. An amazing experience. We're going to head over to Scotiabank Arena for the Legends game to see Patrick Marleau put on the pads and get out there on the ice, and we're looking forward to another great event tonight with our group before we have the big events on Monday. Well, this is really incredible. Here we are at Scotiabank Arena in Toronto, the home of the Maple Leafs, where the Hockey Hall of Fame is putting on the Legends game. Adam Oates, the captain of one team, and Joe Nieuwendyk, the captain of the other. And we see a couple of ex-Sharks out there. We've seen a lot of ex-Sharks in this weekend. Patrick Marleau is playing, Vinny Domfus is playing, Al Iafrate is on the ice, and Ryan Miller, who's working for the Sharks these days, is one of the stars in net. So really a lot of great alumni who can still throw the puck around and can skate a little bit. This is a game for everybody, and the fans here are really enjoying it. It's been a lot of fun, and my family and my group are really having a great time. Welcome to David Rocco Bar Aperitivo in this beautiful Yorkville neighborhood in Toronto. David Rocco is a great chef. You might have seen his work on the Food Network in the United States, although right now he is on exclusively in Canada. And he does a really fantastic job, not only with all of the food, but with the atmosphere of any place, which we've discovered here tonight.
You've been here before. This is one of your little finds. Yes. This is one of the this is like a Roosie on the road. Karen.
Well, we found one of the greatest players in the world over the course of the last 20 years. Patrick Marleau has come to our event today, and we're really happy to see Patty. We know it's only a matter of time before he's enshrined here in Toronto in the Hall of Fame. 500 plus goals, more games played than anybody else in history, and now he gets a chance to meet David Rocco, which is a really big deal. So we're enjoying ourselves here tonight, a really, really special time. Hello Sharks fans and hockey fans. I'm Danrusinowski here in Toronto, getting ready for a very special day in my life, the 2023 Foster Hewitt Memorial Award Luncheon, which is taking place right here in downtown Toronto. It's a great day put on by the Hockey Hall of Fame, and we are very excited to get things started.
The 2023 winner of the Foster Hewitt Memorial Award, it is my distinct pleasure to present it to Danrusinowski.
When the Chomp returns, we put some of your favorite Sharks players to work in the kitchen.
Elevate how you hydrate and keep it smart with Smart Water Alkaline.
Welcome back to the Chomp. Do you ever wonder what your favorite players do away from the ice? In the latest edition of Off Days, we put some of the boys to work in the kitchen with pretty good results.
Hey Sharks fans, I'm getting ready to go join William, Fabian, and Mikhail to hang out with them on one of their off days. We are at Bebo's Pizza in downtown San Jose, where we are going to make and then eat some pizzas. So let's get to it.
We got 4 doughs, there's 4 of us. I'm gonna show you guys how to make the first one. We do a little olive oil here, and then we do flour, give it a good distribution, kind of open it up. And I'm only gonna show you this once, you guys gotta do this, all right?
I'm watching.
And then we'll develop the crust a little bit. And then this is the easy part, right? Just do a little air stretch in here. Then you can give it a little toss.
You guys good? You got this up to this point?
We'll see, I guess.
And we put the flour side down. We got our sauce. All right, and then we got our grande cheese. Just got a good mix of red and white. And we'll make the Italian today. So that's gonna take some pepperoni. We got some really nice salami. This is a little sopressata. This is the New York style Italian sausage. We'll give it one last stretch. Here we go, first one's done. Who's next?
Oh.
Youngest?
The youngest goes first, right?
Let's go. Let's go.
Do a little oil, you can slap a dough down there.
Oh, you gotta hurry. Come on, okay, let's go. Hey.
Gotta get the air out, eh? Look at this, boys, eh? Technique right here. This is the hard part.
Hey, you're doing great. You wanna give it a little air toss, see how you do there?
Yes. You got this.
That was tough.
You got
No,
it.
I can't do that again.
There you go, a little hand to hand, that works.
Hand to
That
hand?
works. I like it.
How do you do this?
Oh, that's good, yeah. The swirl.
Hey, that's very good.
A lot of cheese, Eki.
A lot of cheese,
Yeah.
eh? I need it. We'll see how it goes.
We'll find out.
That looks good.
This is freestyle right here.
I don't know about this pizza here. I don't know.
And this is the final touch right here.
Ooh.
I like it. Pretty.
That looks good, not gonna lie. I feel like it needs a name. You need to name that something.
Eklund special.
Ooh, I like it. The Eklund Special. There we go.
The Eklund?
Yeah. Look at that. Look at that movement.
I believe in you, Eklund. You got it, man.
Yeah.
All right, 1 for 1. All right.
Putting pressure.
I'm impressed. I'm impressed.
How do you think he's gonna do?
He's gonna do okay, but he's, I don't know, like, he talks big. You gotta walk your talk, right?
Okay, pressure's on. Pressure's
Oh,
on.
he got this.
He's got it. I can tell you, I've trained people for many years, and not very many people get it in on their first try.
I'll take that.
That's pretty good.
I'll take that. Lots of pressure here. Sets.
There you go. Do a little, yeah. And if you want to toss it, now's kind of the time to give it that toss.
You got this.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Hey, all right. We gotta do the sauce.
A lot of cheese, huh?
Yeah. Oh, you're
Yeah.
going mushrooms.
Yeah.
Why does the mushroom always get invited to the pizza party?
I don't know.
Because he's such a fun guy.
That's a lot. Ooh, okay.
Ooh, a little half and half action.
Oh, all right.
Wow, look at that.
We have an artist over here.
I think I'm good, actually.
You're gonna roll with it? All right, cool.
Never seen a pizza like that, but that's for sure.
There we go.
It looks good.
How do we do? How do we do? Oh yeah, you got it. 2 for 2.
All right, look at
All
that.
right, that's pretty good.
Nailed it. What do you think? How do you think you did?
That was easy.
Easy? Yeah. Crushed it. Good.
Man, these guys are pros.
I know. My goodness.
We know what they're doing after hockey.
You got the strategy down, I feel like. Look at that. Have you done this before?
Nope, never.
First time?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's natural. He's a natural.
All right. Do you feel confident about the toss?
He's gonna nail it.
I think so. Oh.
Oh yeah. All right.
That's actually really good.
That was better than me.
That was good. Okay, so what do we got? A lot of cheese. I like it. Oh, some mushrooms.
Onions.
Oh, he did the mozzarella.
Oh, a little fresh mozzarella. I like it. Oh, we got a little sandwich, but I think we made it.
Yeah.
I think we made it.
Yeah. That's it.
All right. So you guys want to do a little dough toss first, or do you want to try the pizza?
Do some dough toss.
Okay.
I think that's good.
All right. Ready?
For me?
Yeah. Oh! It's all right. It's still good. You can keep throwing it. Yeah, there you go.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
All right.
Oh. That's good, you guys. So good.
All right, let's get the last one out, and then we'll try it. Oh, all right.
Looks good.
Wow. Fresh mozzarella melting on that one.
Granny special.
Oh, looks good.
All right.
Look at that. It looks good. What do you guys think?
Perfect.
Good?
Hat trick. 3 for 3.
I think it's time to dig in if you want to get after it. What do you think? First impressions of the pizza. You happy? Proud? Good?
That was good.
Yeah?
Yeah. Jesus.
That good?
Yeah.
What do you think, William? You happy with it? Good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Really happy.
Yeah.
I can taste the pineapple too. Oh,
Yeah?
Yeah.
Pineapple was the right call. Glad you did it. I'll try some of this one. Okay, this is yours though, so it better be good.
Oh yeah.
That's really good. That's really good. Thanks to Vivo's Pizza for allowing us to come down and make and eat some pizzas. We hope you guys enjoyed it, and we will see you on the next episode of Off Days.
That does it for the show. Make sure you tune in next month when we'll be back with some more great stories from the San Jose Sharks. Happy holidays, whatever it is you're celebrating, and a happy new year.
This ain't nothing but a little movement therapy. Why me as my shoulders moving voluntarily? Step left, but his hip go right. When you get it, I get it, nigga hit both sides like that.
Elevate how you hydrate and keep it smart with Smart Water Alkaline.